Hey, welcome back, Fresh Souls. Video number four? Four, going strong. Sins here with AKA
Big Iron.
Big Iron today. The giant superhero,
That's right.
which I like.
Kinda
So as you can see from the front view here, we are going to be talking about the Air Max 90. Pretty awesome shoe.
Pretty awesome shoe.
Got some pretty high marks with our grading system. Just a little background. Designed by Tinker Hatfield.
Yep. It's 29 years old.
29 years old. Relatively unchanged throughout those years.
Yeah, just different materials. So.
Materials, colorways, have done pretty much every single thing you can think of.
Right. Collabs.
Yep. Several companies have picked these up over 30 years.
Oh, yep, for sure.
Just because they're awesome.
Yeah. Well designed.
One of his better
Oh,
designs,
yeah,
I
for sure.
think. I know you're not supposed to say that, but Tinker Hatfield did have some strikeouts, in my opinion.
Especially recently.
Some of those Jordans are pretty bad.
Yes, they are.
But this one, he knocked out of the park for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's iconic. It's classic. You recognize it immediately.
Yes.
There's no mistake in the 90, right? 29 years.
That's a long time.
It takes me back to 7th grade.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I'm dating myself. Sorry.
that takes me back to birth.
yeah. You're what, 1 at that point?
Yep. I was barely, I wasn't even wearing them.
God, I'm so old. So
That you are.
7th grade, running cross country. The kids with money had the Air Max 90. The first version, the infrared air pocket, white, black, infrared. It was pretty impressive back then. Always wanted a pair, and to be honest with you, up until 6 or 7 months ago, I never owned an Air Max.
Shame. Shame.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I got away with not owning Air Maxes for that long. But my first purchase of Air Maxes was the 90.
Good way to start it off.
I think so. There were some technological advances on this shoe too, right?
Oh yeah, like different materials for sure. I would say that's the biggest change. Like you got the Flynet. The whole Flynet shoe makes it lighter.
Right.
There's another version of it is where ultra light, where they carve out the bottom of the sole. Makes it even lighter.
Yep.
And the whole material is just glued on, no stitches. And that shoe is pretty awesome. It's pretty comfortable.
I never noticed that.
Yep. It's not these ones. We don't have them here, but the ultra light is just the most updated one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Carved out bottom besides the air pocket in the back. No stitches on it at all. It's just all glue.
Interesting.
Yep. Really good shoe.
Okay. And there was some technological firsts with this shoe. Weren't you doing some research on this?
See if we can show it right here. What do we call it? The eyelets. They're first shoe to have like a multi different way to lace your shoe. I can't think of the right word, but you could bring the laces down to have a different lock on your foot.
Oh, so it's like a lace lock.
Lace lock, yep.
Okay.
So it was the first shoe to really have a different type of lace lock system where you had more control or, to where your foot would sit in the shoe.
Right. Well, and it made a good running shoe back in 1990.
Yeah.
It really did. And I guess that's a good segue into our grading system, our metrics.
Exactly.
Comparing a shoe from 1990 to a shoe from 2019.
Yep.
So that's kind of where I'm basing my grading on, is what's available now versus this shoe.
Yep.
Do you buy this shoe for running marathons anymore? I mean, is this something that you're going to buy for that? I don't know. So we'll get into that here in a second. Before we get into the grading system, I just wanted to say that thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. We have, I think, 45 subscribers now, which is actually pretty amazing considering we're just two guys in a room.
Right. I think we're at 167 views
on the last video.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
7 comments, so keep it up.
Yeah,
Something
keep the comments coming, keep the likes coming. Since we hit the 30 subscribers, we are going to give away t-shirts. They're being printed as we speak. They're pretty cool. It says Fresh Souls on the front, and then has a silhouette of a shoe on the back. It may or may not resemble a Gel Light 3, but for
maybe.
copyright purposes, it's probably not a Gel Light 3.
No.
And then has the Fresh Soles logo underneath the shoe as well. So we're going to give 3 or 4 of those away as soon as they come in. So probably next week.
Yeah, be on the lookout for it.
Yeah. So we'll just pull all the subscribers together, and then we'll literally just pull names out of a hat. We'll do a video. So hopefully you'll have some T-shirts coming your way, yeah?
Maybe if you comment, maybe you get another entry.
Yeah, that's kind of the rules, I guess. You have to have a comment. You have to have a like on any of the 3 videos, or now 4 videos. And we will take all the people who have commented and subscribed, and we'll put you in a hat. And
That's right. Pull you out who the lucky winner will be.
Lucky you. Could it be you? It might be you.
Might be you.
So let's get back into these shoes, yeah?
Yes, sounds
Awesome.
good. Sounds
Awesome.
like a plan.
So looks-wise, where you got looks?
I'm at an 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at an 8 for sure. This is one of Tinker's better designs as far as I'm concerned.
Yep, I would say top 3.
It held up over the years.
Yes, for sure.
A lot of his shoes kind of fell off, but this, I think, has remained unchanged, and they've been literally selling the same shoe for 30 years.
Exactly. Nike's making a profit on it.
So he must have done something right on this one for sure. What does it for me, to be real honest, I've always liked the
air bubble,
like the air bubble, and then the surround for the air bubble, like the midsole that goes around that, and then the piece of material that runs up the side. It's not really functional, but looks awesome.
Yeah,
in
for
my
sure.
opinion.
So it's comfortable too. Yep.
It is. Yeah, for
right
sure.
There in that spot.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Fit wise, what'd you give it for fit?
I give it a 9. I think it's true to size.
Yep.
For fit wise, it has a good lockdown system, as we kind of talked about. It also is just I don't think it's too big. I don't think it's too small. I think your foot goes in there and it's perfect, true size.
Agreed. I also gave it a 9 for overall score of 9 on fit.
Yep.
I have a wide foot. I sometimes have issues with Nike shoes being a little narrow. This one is right on the money.
Yep.
So, sometimes I have to order an 11.5. I wear an 11. This one I can order an 11. I know that's good to go. And speaking on the fit, I know we talked about the different materials.
Right.
As you can see, I do have a pair of the Flyknit shoe, and
now how do those fit different from?
well, the material stretches. So if you can see, it's more of a netting material across the upper chassis of the shoe. And if you have a wide foot and you like the style of the Flyknit, I highly recommend the Flyknit shoe for sure. Especially if you have a wide foot,
Right.
because it'll just contour to the shape of your foot. So performance wise,
I gave it an 8.
8.
Me personally,
Bold statement, Cotton.
It is.
Yeah.
Now I know there are better running shoes out there nowadays. Obviously.
Yep.
The shoe is 29 years old, but I still work out in this shoe.
Okay.
I'm not as you guys can see, I'm not a runner.
Right.
But when I'm on a treadmill for a good 5 minutes, this is the shoe I use.
5 whole minutes.
5 whole minutes.
Yeah.
Anything after that is better get the inhaler. But in my opinion, the shoe is comfortable. I lift in it. Now I don't do heavy stuff where I would sink into the shoe or bust the air bubble.
Sure.
So the shoe works for me when I'm working out, and it's also a shoe that I will work in, and my feet do not hurt at the end of the day.
Well, and I don't think this shoe. I don't think you're at risk of breaking the air bubble on this just because of the amount of rubber and material from the midsole.
Right.
I think if you wanted to do something relatively heavy in these leg presses and stuff, I think you could.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend them for any kind of free weight lifting. Deadlifts or squats or anything. It's still a running shoe, so
Hey, every time I stand up, I'm squatting in it.
doing a squat every time. Well, that's a good endorsement right there.
That's right.
All right. But yeah, I have to compare it for performance to what's available today.
Okay. Yep.
And I've been wearing Ultra Boosts. I've been wearing some of the new Vapor Max. So performance-wise, as far as running, I have to give it a 6 for an overall score of 7 between the two, just because I know what's available.
Right.
Back in the day when these came out and I was a kid and I was super jealous of all the rich kids that had these, it would have been a 10 for sure.
Right. I
But
understand.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Performance 6 for me. Price wise, you gave it a 7.
Yep, 7.
And I gave it a 7.5. It's a good price
I think
for
so.
a decent shoe. Anywhere from what, 80 to 120 bucks
120
retail.
bucks, yep.
What are the resale prices on stuff like this?
I mean, I forgot how much you said you got this one for, and that was resale technically.
That was a resale. Yeah, that was. I think I got those for 80 bucks.
And then I think from the Atmos, that
Yeah.
one goes for what?
700 bucks.
700 bucks. Obviously that one's a collab. So I think the price range varies, but
Okay.
you can walk into a Foot Locker, Finish Line, order these from Nike today, and you can get them from 80 bucks to 120.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, speaking of ordering from Nike, I did something a little weird. I ordered my second pair of 90s.
Oh, that's right.
Not only did I order this shoe, but I designed this shoe on the Nike ID. So Nike ID, if you don't know, is a site within a site. It's a product that Nike offers, I guess, or a service that they offer.
That you can design your own shoe.
Yep, design your own shoe, pick your own materials. I chose the Pendleton wool versions and put these colors together. Yeah, it's an awesome shoe. And to be real honest with you, it was 20 extra bucks.
20 extra bucks? So what?
20 extra dollars, so they were 140 bucks to get whatever color you want.
You put your own stamp on it.
And you put your own stamp on it, and you get to choose all the different panels and materials. So for 140 bucks to have a completely custom shoe, for me,
It's a deal.
that's strong.
I think I mean, you got, who else has this shoe?
No one.
No one.
Not a single person.
For 140 bucks, you can't get that anywhere
Right.
else.
Agreed. And then availability, what'd you give it?
I gave it a 10.
Agreed. You can get them everywhere.
Yep, anywhere.
Yeah, they've been literally available in every single store and every single website for 30 years. I guess ever since interwebs was invented by Al Gore. They've been available online.
Yep.
Constantly.
So, and they're easy to get.
They're very easy to get. I think the availability comes in the collabs with the different designers, and then
a little
some
more rare pairs.
Yeah, the older colorways that haven't been re-released. So that's where the availability will come in play. But if you're not looking for anything super special, I think you can get these anywhere.
Anywhere for about 110.
110, yeah. So they're available all the time.
You can always get the black, the white version anywhere.
Right.
Those are a staple, I think.
Agreed.
You can wear those for uniforms, for God's sakes.
I wear them at work.
That's right.
Any closing statements?
Overall, what was our score?
Let's see. We have a
8 points.
17 and a half. We have 24 and a half. We have 31 and a half. We have 41 and a half total.
Okay.
So out of 50, I think that's
pretty good.
pretty darn good.
That's really good.
That was me doing math really fast.
It was.
Did you like that?
I'm glad you did it.
I hope somebody doesn't watch this video and
redo it
and recheck my math.
Well, you could think, because I wasn't checking it as you were doing it. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with 41 and a half out of 50.
Which is good. Really good.
I think it's good for a 30-year-old shoe.
Oh, for sure.
So our next video, the only closing statement I have, I think you pretty much covered everything. The 3 shoes that we're going to look at on our next video, I would like for you guys to choose, actually. So I have 3 choices. Adidas NMD, obviously Boost sold, newer shoe. And then 2 classics, the New Balance 574.
Classic shoe.
Classic.
With that shoe, there's an updated version, too. So maybe talk about that.
There you go. There's an angle right there, right?
Right.
And then the Asics Gel 8.3, which was my first running shoe in 7th grade. I was running in those. Everybody else that had money was running in these.
You'll have to educate me on those.
They're fantastic. It's a fantastic shoe. So I want you guys to choose which one we do next. Put it in the comments. Put in questions. If we missed anything about this, if there's something we didn't cover, again, put it in the comments, and we will try to get to it next video.
That's right.
Anything else?
Like, comment, describe.
Describe or subscribe?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We're going to subscribe.
Subscribe. Don't describe.
I mean, you can describe it in the comments.
That's true. Describe it. Describe how you like.
So describe it, then subscribe.
Yes, why not?
You get put in the pool for a shirt.
That's true. You
If you
should do
describe
that
it.
if you want that sweet T-shirt,
Bingo. All right. Well, Sins Warner
aka Big Iron.
signing off. Thanks a lot.